Welcome back. This is Red Zone. We're your hosts, Red and Syrian, and welcome to the show after the event, which was high jump this week, or yeah, this Sunday. And this is the show. I forgot to say this, but this is the show where the mics are lovers. And yeah, start us off. Whatever you got to say.
Well, Mr. Syrian, we... I'm sorry.
It's so funny.
Oh, Mr. Syrian. Because you're Sir Syrian.
I go by Mr. and Sir Syrian, alright? So don't worry about it.
Alright. Syrian, we had a amazing event, I think. One of our least favorite events. But it was a good event. It showed the skills of the sheep. So during the whole event, it looks like I was commentating that was strategy instead of skill.
No, but like your editing definitely made it way better than it was when what it looked like when we were editing, or not editing it, when we were making it. It looked like straight trash when we were making it. It was like, oh man, it's gonna be the boringest thing. It lasted 2 hours for us to record it all, and you did a great job to cut it down to 18 minutes and put some beautiful little thingamabobbies in there. So yeah.
Yeah, this definitely was the most intensive project that I worked on. It had the 2-hour clip, it had a bunch of other clips that we had to put in, 2 cameras, so there's a total of like 4 hours of just straight video. And then to make all the tables, that took another 200 images, I believe, to put all together and trying to get it all lined up and looking nice. Definitely was intensive to make. I think I needed to put in all that effort so that came out decent, because I knew how bad it was when we were recording it.
It came out great. It actually looks really good. It actually was entertaining, but the only problem was the amount of work it took, and the video was also still 18 minutes long, which is a bit long to sit through. But it was actually one of the more entertaining ones, honestly. Not even gonna lie. I mean, it's not super entertaining, but you definitely made it entertaining. Like, you know what I mean?
Thank you, Sir Syrian.
If that makes any sense.
It does, it does. Well, when I was rewatching it now, right before we recorded, it was giving me some PTSD, mate. Because it was so many files, and I was just trimming, cutting, stitching things together. The file lagged so much where every move it took like 10 minutes to make. So every cut I did ended up taking me like 10 minutes. It was a nightmare of a situation. Took me many hours to put together. I believe it was this event where I had to actually set it all up, make it raw, export that as a new file, and then work off the new file because it was just lagging too much. Let's get into the high jump.
Yeah, so let's how we made it first, maybe? I don't know. How we thought of it. I don't know. So, pretty simple. It's actually not that simple. It actually took a very long time to make. We weren't really sure how to do it, where the sheep would choose the thing by themselves. Turned out that if they have jump thing, what's it called? Jump potion on them, whatever it's called. Yeah, like jump boost. And they jump up on a block. The multiplier makes them go really high. So that's what we used. The command blocks underneath every single pressure plate took a long time to make. The design of it was strategically made, so all the things were, had a chance of the sheep going into. And all the multipliers were different, which is also a pain.
And one thing that we did was to make sure that the places where it's harder for the sheep to get to, where they're least likely to go, those had higher multipliers than the ones like right in the center. As you probably saw, oh, that sheep just went into the middle and failed that jump again. Yeah, definitely wanted to get away from the middle.
And then we had the super jump that we called it. I think we saw it 3 times during that time. So during the event, which is kind of cool. When we were testing
it was like 5 times. 'Cause we had
Nah.
Aris Okean in the first round, I think. And I think Haldas also hit that high jump early on. And then Haldas had to hit that jump at the very end to make it.
So I think there was 4. I don't think it was 5. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was still 3, but whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, which was super interesting to see because all the testing we did, we only saw that happen once, or maybe not even once. So yeah, it was kind of
I don't think
interesting.
it ever happened.
Yeah.
I think we were like, oh, that's impossible.
Yeah, that's why we made the multiplier just crazy high.
Should have seen us recording that once. The first sheep made that jump, we were jumping and screaming around the place.
Oh my, the amount of times we had to redo it. And you know, the recordings take so long to do. So, you could have just expected 2 hours of the full thing, plus like all the times I had to redo it. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Terrible event. Never doing this ever again. You're not gonna see this.
Let's get into
I don't
results.
have the statistics up anywhere. So, it's a bit of a problem.
Alright, so let me bring out the papers here. Alright. So, in last place we had Gabi with failing at the 20-meter jump.
Oh my god.
Let me actually bring up the meters that they got. There we go. So, there we go. Gabi finishing up with a 10-meter jump only. Very poor performance by Gabi. Only clearing the first round. We didn't even see that first round. Then, in 15th place, we have Mara. Mara continues to struggle. They struggled in, what was it, the Grazing Tower last event, fighting amongst themselves. Here they did just as poorly, finishing in 15th place. The first team out with the second team out with 19.8 meters. Then we got Okan, Nara, and Wellington tying for 12th place. Unbelievable. How did that even happen? I have no idea. That was just annoying. We did so many tests to see how to best set up this event so that we can avoid ties, because initially there was other events where we were like, well, how do we do with tiebreakers? So we did so much testing, so much figuring out. We were like, all right, if they each do 3 jumps. Because initially we had each sheep doing 1 jump, and they were like, well, everyone's tied, so how do we differentiate them? They were like, all right, each sheep gets 3 jumps, and then if they failed early on, they get points deducted. And somehow Wyatt and Nara and Okan all failed in the exact same time at 25 meters, which was so annoying. But we just gave them all 4 points and moved on with it. And we got Svea in 11th with 24.9, barely beating out the 3 for tied place in 12. Himmel got 10th with 25. Had a perfect go at it until the 25 meters, which was disappointing. Bumi, Tilakana, and Rangi were the next ones out at the 30-meter jump, didn't clear that. Bumi did the worst out of those 3. Tilakana was in 8th, Rangi in 7th. Then Aris, Tempesta, and Berete were knocked out in the 35-meter jump. Berete had a perfect go throughout the whole event until the 35 when he failed 3 times in a row. And then to finish off the top 3, Sanu finished in 3rd, failing to jump over 40 and finished with a score of 38.8. Aturan went up to 2nd place, finishing with 39.4 meters, and then Haldas absolutely crushed the world record jump with 50 meters. Our thing did not go higher, so who knows if they could have beat
That
even
was crazy.
a better score.
That was absolutely
unbelievable.
crazy. We didn't think it was
Not expect that.
possible.
We didn't even let them. We were not about to let them even jump. We were like, oh, they won. They cleared the 40. Game over for them. And these guys were like, nope. I was like, yeah, let's have them jump. Let's see what happens. They failed. Well, they failed again. I'm not even gonna put this in the video. And then boom, world record.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So yeah, that was high jump. That was high jump. Yep, that was it. That was high jump. You got anything else to say?
A couple things actually. For one, Mara, right? I already touched on this. They're having a lot of team struggles right now, it seems. You have any commentary on what might be going wrong with Mara and their team? They had the arguing in Grazing Tower. Super well in the first event, and now it's just been going downhill from there.
Yeah, they're just not showing up.
Ending there in last place with only 19 points.
They're just not showing up. Don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, after the Grazing Tower, they haven't been the same. Because it was absolutely incredible. 12 minutes to 3 minutes. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like a full 3 minutes away from the second to last place person. Don't know what was going on over there. That was
Yeah,
terrible.
they were not like in Grazing Tower. They were still on a level above everyone. And
Yeah.
here again, they just decided just didn't have what it took to jump in the summer games.
Yeah. Maybe some issues are going on that are that have to do with their countries. Maybe I don't know, man. Dude, I don't know what's going on with them. You would
All
expect
right,
Olympians to come in and show up, but these guys have not been doing that lately. And yeah,
what would you say is key to their success moving forward now?
the key is freaking stop being bad. It's pretty simple.
Well, there you have it, folks. Straight from Sir Syrian. Stop being bad.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we can also talk about Himmel. Himmel in 14th place overall. Home team, have the home crowd over here, and just not showing up either.
Yep. Maybe the pressure's getting to them. Spent too long. What's it called? Organizing the event instead of working. Actually, that doesn't make it really any sense. They were not organizing the events. But I don't know what's going on with them. I guess it's scary being around here with all your fans all judging your every move. You know. So
Yeah.
probably very nervous.
Early on jitters for Himmel.
Mhm.
Hopefully they turn around and finish strong, but we'll see what happens. And then finally, Sanu, currently in the lead, 54 points, only 1 point ahead of Haldas. They finished third in this event, finishing first in the Grazing Tower, doing super well right now. Even though they have too well of an event the first two times, but turned it around quickly, and they're doing a great job in eating and jumping, it seems.
Yeah, eating and jumping is where they're at the moment. We'll see if they also got a pretty good score on one of the running events too. They're just an all-around decent team, is what it looks like. I guess they just specialize in jumping and eating. Well, the only problem is that jumping will not be in next year's Summer Olympics because we are not doing that again. So they might be at a bit of a disadvantage when it comes to their
Let's see if we can figure out a way to overhaul the whole event and make it a lot more interesting.
Nah, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible.
This was the best solution so far, so that's what we went with, but we'll see. Alright, event 4 here. That means we're at the halfway point. 4 more events coming up. Next week, in 2 weeks, we will have...
Why are we so bad at this?
400-meter relay.
Relay. Yep, relay's a lot of fun. It's a bit better than the 400 because you do see where each team stacks up in the turns. Because as in the normal 400 meter, you don't really see that, but in this one, it's a great event. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and yep. This has been RedZone, and are you gonna say your thing? Whatever you always say.
I thought you also say, like, we'll see you, like, the day after the event on Mondays or something. Don't you say that?
Yeah, I said it. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Is that not good enough for you? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks, and
thank you for watching.